Governor, we're very grateful to be here, and you signing the proclamation for this. The historic stewardship of the ranch program is a big deal. Tying it in with this time of the year is a wonderful thing, and we appreciate the time of the office and your efforts to support that. The biggest thing about the Stock Growers program is we're grateful for all the partners that are involved. And that's one of the things that makes this work. In the particular case of the Sommers Ranch, one of the most complex involvement of partners in a long time. One of our biggest, our favorite, of course, is the Leopold Conservation Award, and it comes from Sand County Foundation, and it includes the $10,000 check. Indy's here to represent, Indy Burke's here to represent Sand County. And Canada, Gas, Peabody, Energy, and the Nature Conservancy. As far as the tour itself, Wyoming Department of Agriculture oversees that, and that's great. And our boots on the ground partners, as we like to call them, Wyoming's NRCS. We have our new state conservationist, Astrid Martinez. There you are. So grateful that you're able to join us for this. You guys have a big hand in this. Jennifer's here too, isn't she? Yeah, there we are, Jennifer. You're of course from the Pinedale Conservation District, and we appreciate that you nominated and pushed this thing forward like you did. And of course, conservation districts are a big help. And I think probably most importantly are the Sommers family. Johnita's here, her brother Albert could not make it today. Would you like to say a few words on behalf of the family? We think that would be appropriate.
Well, I want to thank all of you that donated this and gave it to it. And I'd really like to thank you for doing this and recognizing ranching and how important it is, and showing what good stewards we are. I think people need to realize that if you have a ranch and a family for over 100 years, you've had to be a good steward. As my father always said, if you take care of the land will take care of you. And I don't think a lot of people realize that who are not connected with agriculture, so I think this is great for you to do this and get that out. And we're just a representative of a lot of good stewards in the Green River Valley in Wyoming.
Well, you're a great representative of stewards of ranching and what it means to Wyoming. And I think you may not have noticed, not because I don't know that everyone tunes in for the State of the State address. They tend to be a little dry. But in my State of the State address, I talked about the strength of Wyoming, and I singled out agriculture and what it means to our state because we always talk about, it's $1 billion a year, but it's much, much more than that. I mean, it is our identity, it's our tradition, and it's our history. And it provides so many opportunities, economic opportunities, quality of life opportunities, recreation opportunities, wildlife, clean water, clean air. And so it is absolutely critical, and you're exactly right. I can't think of a better group of stewards than people who are in ag, for the reason you said. You got to take care of the land, and in doing that, it'll take care of you. And your family, I think, highlights that, as do others. And so it is great to be with all of you today to recognize that and recognize what the ag community has meant to Wyoming in the past and what the ag community will mean in the future for generations and generations to come. And so all of you who are participating today and for being here, I thank you very much. I admit, and I admitted in my State of the State, I have an ag bias. but it is not just because that's where I came from. It's because of my recognition of what it means to the state of Wyoming now and in the future. This is a proclamation. I am going to read the entire proclamation. It's I think another recognition of ag. We get right to the point, and some of these are very long. This one is. So. With that, Governor's Proclamation. Whereas Wyoming's renewable natural resources are critical to the state's economy and culture, including agriculture, wildlife, tourism, and quality of life for its citizens. And whereas renewable natural resources continue to be protected and enhanced through careful stewardship. And whereas cooperation among private landowners, wildlife managers, and government resource managers is essential to fostering stewardship. And whereas Wyoming recognizes the critical role that agricultural producers continue to fulfill in meeting this stewardship commitment, and whereas this commitment is exemplified by the entities selected annually by the Wyoming Stock Growers Association, Sand County Foundation, and other partners such as the Environmental Stewardship winner and recipient of the Leopold Conservation Award. Now therefore, I, Matthew H. Mead, Governor of the State of Wyoming, do hereby proclaim April 24th, 2012 as Environmental Stewardship Day in Wyoming, and urge all Wyoming citizens to acknowledge and express appreciation to the agricultural community and all other stewards of our renewable natural resources.
I'm a board member for St. County Foundation, and we're just all about everything Wyoming stands for. That's promoting private land managers to do their job, do stewardship, and work towards preserving lands for not only domestic grazing, but also for wildlife habitat. This is a great place to be doing that, and I've been to the Sommers Ranch, and I really want to congratulate you.